Alright, we're back here at the X Mansion with our team, going straight through story mode. Looking at the bottom corner, it suggests level 20, and we are slightly below that. We'll see if we got anything to help out. We got a little bit. Let's give Thor one of these. We do get him to 19.
Level up. Level up.
Alright, we're looking much better for this level now. While we're here, we'll see if we've got something to help out our guys. Let's go ahead and throw this mastery on Star-Lord. And I'll actually put that light attack on him as well. You know what? I don't really see anything good for him. So let's give him some more energy. Hulk's got the strength. And then Wolverine. It can't hurt to be a little tougher. And maybe we'll get something better later on.
That's my team they're attacking. We gotta help them.
So X Mansion, I love this level for the most part. The outdoors and the upstairs, I think they did an exceptional job on. I would say that the inner part of the X Mansion, that's, I guess, the official part, the industrial part, it's not very attractive. Just a bunch of gray plates on the wall. So it could look better, but all in all, it's a pretty cool level. Alright, we tore that Sentinel up. I love the Sentinel fight, because once you get them rolling, as long as you do this correctly, you can keep them going. Didn't even mean to do that. That was a press A to join thing, and I just happened to be pressing A to try to pick up that core.
Just like old times, Peter.
Like I said, once you get these Sentinels going down, you get those cores out of there. It's a piece of cake. This originally came out, Cyclops and Colossus were not playable. This was the first place we got to see their moveset, which was kind of neat, like a sneak peek at the character, because we knew they were coming at some point. I didn't mean to do that either. That was another pressing A to try to pick up this core, and it joined in with an AI attack that was lined up to hit nothing. Alright, cool. We pick up another couple of characters here. We've got Psylocke and Nightcrawler. I couldn't remember who else came with that. Psylocke is cool, but to me she just feels like a weaker version of Wolverine almost. It's kind of like a cross between Wolverine and Elektra or something like that. It's really odd. Which Electra is somebody you can unlock later on in a rift, so you wouldn't know how she plays yet if you're watching this as somebody who hasn't done story mode yet. Nightcrawler is definitely interesting, though. He's certainly worth picking up and playing with. If you like him, then you'll love him. He teleports when you jump and you push jump again. Instead of flying or doing a double jump, he actually goes ahead and he teleports forward. Now we'll stop this for a second. There's a rift right here on the left. I want to go over here and interact with it so it's unlocked. Okay, but getting back to Nightcrawler, he has a barrage that's a lot like Wolverine's Claw Slash, and then he has an area attack where he just kind of jumps on top of the enemies and spins in a circle with his swords. It works really well. And then he has another skill where he just teleports right up to an enemy and attacks them. So he's really cool. He can also be enhanced by elements just like Wolverine can. So if you've got somebody with a leveled up lightning skill or leveled up ice or fire skill, then he can benefit from that just the same way that Wolverine can. Alright, we got the Super Sentinel fight here. That's kind of tricky. I did not manage to do it right that time. Okay, what you want to do right here where this vacuum is on is ideally you have a Sentinel dropped by that time. He did it fairly early that time through, but if you have a Sentinel dropped and there's some cores on the ground, you can pick up a core and throw it into that vacuum, and if he sucks up a Sentinel core, it does amazing damage. We'll see if we can make that happen this time. Just threw it up, and there we go. You can see it hit him hard. And while we get him down, we'll just put as much damage on him as we can. Go ahead and use my EX attacks. Maybe it'll at least take down some of these Sentinels out here too. I may even just jump onto Hulk and use his charge. If he vacuums again, we should be in good shape. We just got that core. He's jumping, so we want to jump. He's lifting his hands, and they're all glowy, so he's about to spin or sweep with lasers. Okay, I think he may be about to vacuum. No. Oh, this is going to blow. Oh, there's the vacuum. Perfect timing. And there you go. That's a pretty easy fight, but it's still enjoyable. Okay, now we got a fight with Magneto here. We're supposed to be persuading him to join the Alliance. This fight can go one of two ways. You can either win or you can lose. And, I mean, I know that's kind of obvious, but the story continues either way. So whether you win or lose doesn't make a whole lot of difference here. I think the easiest one to go after is probably Mystique. But sometimes these guys are fairly difficult, and sometimes they're an absolute piece of cake. So I really don't know how to make sense of that. We got a decent amount of damage onto Mystique there. I'll switch off of Hulk just because this camera view is awful. I can't even tell what's going on. I am getting on Thor. The camera in this game is bad from time to time, and I mean real bad. There have been times when you cannot even see your own character. You can't see the enemy. You just see like background and have no idea what's going on. Go ahead and use some EX attacks and just see if we can knock these guys out. Like I said, it's not necessary. I just think it's satisfying if you can defeat them instead of being defeated. I mean, go figure, it's a game, and I'd rather win than lose. You want to avoid that big charge that was coming through a Juggernaut there. And that slam as well. And that electromagnetic explosion as well. It's all pretty ugly stuff. Oh, just bad timing right there. I might be able to get Mystica right here. So I got the fun of completing that.
The Juggernaut's inertia is impossible to diminish.
He's gonna bring down the whole flippin' mansion.
You might think flying is the best way to do this, but it generally isn't, because you get stuck on the chandeliers.
Clean up an Iolex.
And Deadpool's tacos are ruined. He's upset, understandably. Oh, poor Wolverine.
So now Deadpool is inspired to join our cause.
Okay, here is a stretch of treasure right here in the X-Mansion. If I can get this camera to cooperate. There's a chest right here. Okay, and then in the next room, we've got a synergy wall, same spot. So it looks like we need a bash. That's going to be Hulk, I think. Yeah, we got all our skills unlocked, so it's definitely Hulk. We got that knocked down. We got a chest right here. Alright, and I think that's that ISO that I've been looking for. Let's just go ahead and see about that. I think I'll put that on Thor, honestly. Nope. It's not the one I was looking for. That's just a decreased damage. I may not get the one I'm looking for. Let's give him more energy. Alright. So this room right here, you can see there's an empty bookshelf over here. That empty bookshelf is a little hidey hole. And there's a chest in here. And maybe that's the one I'm looking for. I know it's in here somewhere, doggone it. Nope. Maybe it's random and I've just got lucky and got it on other playthroughs. Alright, this camera, I can't adjust it and I can't tell what's going on here. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then we get in this next room another box. Launch and Shock, so that's going to be Star-Lord and our man Wolverine. Alright, got an ability orb. Those are important. You want to pick all those up. That's what you use to rank up your abilities. There's exactly enough in the game to rank up all the heroes all the way. So if you're curious about whether or not it's possible to get all your abilities ranked up all the way, then you can absolutely do that. Just want to jump when he slams down. Forgot to talk about these fight mechanics. You've got several things sitting around the room you can throw at him, but the biggest thing is just jump when he's going to slam and try to avoid being run into. His fight's pretty self-explanatory. There's not really anything mysterious going on with it. you more or less just want to stagger him and do damage. And not be standing there like I was just then when he comes crashing down. Alright, he's going to take off and bounce around the room like a ping pong ball. And then slam. We can get him staggered here. And we'll ult him with whatever ults we got. I'll just go ahead and put a lightning tornado on him. Let's get on to Thor. I tried to jump, but I was just too late. But it's cool. We've already got him dead anyway. Well, I say dead. We made him take a short break.
Nowhere left to run, punks.
You think you cannot be stopped, Tovarish? Allow me to prove you wrong.
Unfortunately, we don't get to see that fight. If I was going to see one in MCU, that's one I would love to see too.
I'm told this.
I'd want it to be a really motivated Colossus. Alright. We got Mystique up here driving the danger room. She's going to be trying to kill us with the danger room, and we'll see how that goes.
These training programs may be holographic, but they can still hurt us.
They don't call it the danger room for nothing. Plenty of breaks to go around.
This is one of the places where Star-Lord just absolutely destroys.
Alpha cleared. Initiating level beta.
Especially if we can get orb drops. If you can get a couple of big blue orb drops, you can just unload on these guys.
Level beta cleared. Initiating level gamma.
I see there was no blue orbs, so I'm pretty much out of juice for this next run here. It's okay. I'll get on to Hulk. I'll see if I can convince some of these guys to come over here and fight me. You know what? That's a perfectly good spot right there for me to... Yeah, well, it didn't work out as good as I thought it would. Don't have any points put into the charge yet, I guess. When Hulk charges into a wall, they just can't get away from the damage, so it works out really well. See if we can get that guy to come over here. Probably not. Yeah, we get more guys. Cool. Kind of glad. I wasn't done fighting yet. Hulk's moves can charge as well, like charge up, not as in charge like the skill, but charge as in hold down the button, and you can power the move up so it does more damage.
Initiating level delta.
Can't survive in there forever.
And Mystique got impatient,
Power levels beyond
burned it out.
threshold. Abort training sequence. Abort. Abort. Abort.
More bodies to add to the pile.
Way to go, dude.
Alright, my favorite treasure room in the whole X mansion right here. We need Bash and Lightning. It's going to be Hulk and Star-Lord. Going to use ZR and open that door. Alright, cool. Got some purple ISO. I won't look at it right now. I'm tired of looking at ISO during the level. It never works out good. By the way, when you walk into this room, there's another treasure chest right here. Got some artwork in it. Now, just a forewarning, we are not going to be able to get all the artwork on this first pass. We should be able to get 14 out of 17 pieces of artwork. But there is, unfortunately, some artwork that you have to be higher level to get. So it requires a return trip. I just did that for the gold, if you're wondering what I was doing there. Okay, so now we gotta fight Magneto. He's just doing his regular Magneto things. He dashes, he charges up and shoots beams and has AoE attacks. I'm just gonna go ahead and EX him.
It's not too late to join the X-Men.
Let's do as much damage as we can there. We got Sentinels, which are actually pretty helpful if we can destroy them and get the cores. We can throw those at Magneto while he's magnetized, and it stuns him. And obviously when he starts pulling you in, you want to get away because he's going to discharge.
Exactly what I've been seeking.
You want to back out of that area while he's doing that. Well, I missed, but it turned out okay because it turns out I hit a Sentinel when I missed. And got the core I needed for the kill.
I shall build a new world in the name of Homo Superior.
We're almost through this chapter.
Slaughter them, Outriders.
We've got these Outriders here.
Where these things come from?
Which Star-Lord is pretty good at taking out. Then after the Outriders, we have that fight I was talking about that we can't win at this current level. But you can come back at a higher level, at least level 50 with a bunch of XP cubes. That is the lowest I've ever done it. So I would suggest that you don't try before that. You want to at least get through this story mode completely and maybe run a few rifts and get some XP orbs. And when I say several, I mean you want to probably go to the Shield Depot and spend about half your money on XP, which isn't a bad idea anyway, by the way, because this game gives you more money than you will ever need. We take care of the Outriders there.
Ugly aliens down. 2 more to go.
Now we got these two. Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight.
Excellent whelps! I shall eviscerate you all in her honor!
Good news, Corby. For once, I'm not the ugliest guy in the battle.
The only master you shall bow before today is the master of magnetism.
How will I
If Corvus targets you with that skill, about all you can do is just run in a giant circle. So if you see him draw back like that, you kind of just want to wait and see what he does. The chances of winning this fight right now are very low. Not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's probably not going to happen. Because you can already see the entire rest of my team is dead. Magneto will hang in there with you, but that's about all you got going for you. There he goes. He's gonna. I'm impressed about how tough Magneto is in this level. Glad he wasn't that tough when I was fighting him. He must not have been going all out. Ah, he caught me with that last one on the tail end right there. Ah, well, he got me. That's it. If he ever catches you with that, you're done. I just was curious how much of his health bar I could get off of there before he knocked me out. I feel pretty good about that. Like I said, you're not intended to win this fight. And now you just do it again with, and I will make it short this time. You do it again with 2 of them instead of 1. And the intention is that you die. Like I said, you can come back when you're level 50. And the first fight isn't so hard when you're level 50. I would suggest that you put on some of the ISO that reduces the damage you take, like by 14%. Even if it reduces the damage you do, I'd still suggest you use that. And then have, like I said, plenty of XP cubes so that you can level up during the fight and refill your health and spirit.
We shall bring Thanos the stones. Ban your heads.
The thrill is in the hunt, my love. Run all you wish. There is nowhere on this planet that is safe.
What are you waiting for? Go already and leave the alien freaks to me.
So you just run away from them.
Even with it.
And that brings you to the end of the X-Men level. Then you're in the Dark Dimension. Hope you guys found that helpful, and I'll see you in the Dark Dimension.